Parshas Nitzavim this week, also the Shabbos before Rosh Hashana. Have in the Parsha some of the main psukim in the Torah that speak about the mitzvah of Teshuva. We have in the Parsha, in Perek Lamed, Nitzavim, it tells us that when these things come upon you, Tashevosa el avavecha, and the pasuk tells us, Siyatah Dishmaya you should return to Hashem, v'shamata b'kolo. So when you return to Hashem, then Hashem will return your cap to all the scattered ones among you. Hashem will gather you from amongst all the nations. Hashem will bring you to Eretz Yisrael. There'll be many good things that come upon us as a nation when we do Teshuva. Hashem will circumcise the hearts of you and of your descendants, with all your heart and with all your soul, in order that you shall live. Moshe is telling us that if we do Teshuva, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bless us and bring goodness upon us and on our people, and Hashem will circumcise our hearts to be able, and those of our descendants, to be able to love Him and serve Him properly. I'll share with you the Ramban and the Rabbeinu Yona talk about with this pasuk. So Rabbeinu Yona in the Shari Teshuva, he talks about the great gift that we have of Teshuva, that Teshuva is not a burden. The Yom Ramban not supposed to be a burden, but a tremendous opportunity for a person to change course and thereby improve their relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, change their whole spirituality and happiness in life. That from the goodnesses Hashem gave him this way to come up from the darkness upon him and to do Teshuva. And it says, Tovah Yashar Aken, Aken Yorachatoim Badarach. It's because of Hashem's Tovah and Yashros that He guides sinners on the path. And he says, we're warned about Teshuva in many places in the Torah, and Teshuva is accepted even when a person repents because of the sorrows that he's going in life. It still counts as a good Teshuva. So all the more so if a person actually does Teshuva because of Yiras Hashem and Avas Hashem, that it will be tremendous and tremendously accepted, and it'll find him favor in the eyes of Hashem again. And he says that we see in the Torah that Hashem helps people do Teshuva to a level that their nature would not be able to achieve. And Hashem renews within them, creates within them a ruach tara, hasig ma'as avaso. As it says in the pasuk, "V'shavta Hashem olkach, v'shamata b'kol." You return to Hashem, you listen to His voice. And then it says, Hashem will circumcise the heart. Also to achieve this ava. Meaning he's saying that the pasuk is teaching us that a person has, a person could work on themselves in different areas, let's say in dieting or therapy, whatever it is, and there's certain levels, a certain pace that a person is able to achieve. And when a person learns Torah and does mitzvahs, so that can transform the person, and that, even in our older years, the Torah has the ability, when a person connects to the Torah through a program that works for them, a limud that works for them, that it's able to create a transformative process and power within the person. He's also saying here now that when a person goes to Teshuva, when a person goes through this process of the charata, the regret over what he's done wrong, he has the courage to face up to the fact that he's making mistakes, and he's willing to do vidoy and confess to Hashem about them, and he's willing to do Kabbalah Aseh, to do Aziva, to try to give up bad habits and inappropriate things that he spends time with. Then Hashem purifies the heart. Hashem enables a person to achieve tremendous levels, to achieve levels in Avas Hashem that a person would never be naturally able to achieve. Beyond the natural, Rav Chazkel pointed out that there's always a Siyatah Dishmaya. A person is Mekadosh himself below, Hashem is Mekadosh himself above. But there's something unique about Teshuva. When a person goes through this Teshuva process, that Hashem says that He will create within us this Ruach Tahara, He will enable us to become entirely different people. We find stories in Chazal of people who took upon themselves to do Teshuva, and they were able to transform themselves into totally different types of people. Hashem created this Ruach Kodesh within them. There's famous story of Rabbi Elazar ben Dudai, who went around doing terrible Averos in the area of Znus, And when he decided to do Teshuva, he cried his heart out and he did Teshuva. And Hashem said that he's Mizaman L'chayo, a Pasuk came out as Mizaman L'chayo Mabah, that he had transformed himself to that level, at that pace, because of this special Ruach Kodesh, Ruach Tahara that came upon him when he went through this process of Teshuva. The Ramban on the Torah, interestingly, learns this pasuk a little bit differently. The Ramban on the Torah learns that it's somewhat referring to the Yemos HaMashiach to a certain degree. He says, because a person, from the time of the Chet of Adam and Chava, a person has the ability to be a tzaddik or a rasha, and he has this free will. But in the times of Mashiach, so then people will naturally want to do good. There won't be a Yetzer Hara anymore, and people will only desire to do what's good. And because he's saying what the Torah is pointing out to us is that this desire that we have to do the wrong thing is all a foreskin of the heart, an Aros Halev. And when Hashem is Mold Halev, we won't have this taivas anymore. He brings rayas from the psukim in the Yirmiyahu that it'll be like almost like what it was before the times when the times of Adam Rishon, Kodam Achet, that there'll just be this natural desire to do good, and a person will not be burdened down by this Yetzer Hara to do Ra anymore. He says, Chazal say on the pasuk, it says in the pasuk, the years will come when you'll say, I don't have any desire. It means the times of Mashiach, a person will say, I don't have any desire to do bad anymore, and the person will only do good. So the Ramban is pointing out this idea that a person's natural desire is to be pure. A person's natural desire is to do good. It's only because we have this Arlas Halev, we have this Yetzer Hara, which blocks us from following our values and being the type of person that we want to be. So there'll be this time when we'll do Teshuva, that Hashem will purify the heart and remove this Arlas Halev. And Rabbeinu Yona is saying that it's something that we already tap into when we do Teshuva, that we have this ability that Hashem will purify us and enable us to achieve levels that we wouldn't be able to achieve otherwise when we come to do Teshuva. To be Zocher, the Siyatah Dishmaya Hashem, Baruch will help us do so. Wishing you a Ksiva v'chasima Tovah, a good ben shur. May Hashem be Yamale kol mashalas libcha v'Tovah, and bless you with a good and meaningful year. Have a wonderful Shabbos.